All right. I think we're ready to go. Let me get this big thing off the screen here. Hello, everybody. I'm CheeseSlice, taking a break from all the politics that I normally do when I'm working with the shows that I'm on, where I produce and engineer for a couple of different political shows. Sometimes I sit in with the homeless left from time to time, but usually you'll find me with Pasta to Go, Truth Wire, Left on Left. I also work with Marion Haneen doing her show, Truth Lives Here, on Fridays. I'll be doing that show tomorrow. But tonight, I'm going to be playing some Minecraft. I'm going to be doing Redstone because I really enjoy doing Redstone. It's like real circuitry, but in game form. And this is actually take two. I already streamed for a little bit, but that stream didn't go so well, so I had to stop it, delete it, fix some things, and now I'm back. So I might have to give the tour again like I gave in the first 10 minutes of the last stream, but I'll show you what I'm up to. And it's fun. I love Redstone because Redstone is about making things move in Minecraft that normally don't move. It's circuitry that you put on top of these blocks, and then you can make them do really wild and crazy things. I'm not doing stuff that's all that crazy. I'm just trying to automate some of the farms that I have built. But what's crazy about it is that I'm trying to fit the redstone inside an existing build so that it looks like it was part of the original design the whole time, which can be a real challenge because you got to work around existing stuff. You don't want to destroy it or do as little destruction as possible while you try to fit things inside there. And that's the kind of redstone I like to do. So nothing big and fancy, but it is actually quite technical and precise. So let's get to the game here. We'll bring it up on screen. There we go. And back to the game. Okay. You can see it. That was the problem before. It was I was playing for like an hour before, and everything was locked up. Nobody could see anything. So anyway, yeah. So what we're looking at here is where I left off. This is a redstone circuit, believe it or not, where I'm using leaves and observers to send a signal. So when I put a piece of wood, touch it to those leaves, it'll send a signal, and you can see it flash there. So when you put it on the leaves and you take it off, it sends a signal. The observer can tell when leaves are touching a wooden log. And then that signal comes out the back here. It'll set off the redstone, and you can see it go. So that's the technique that I'm using in this build at the moment. Now, the reason I'm using this leaf technique is because I have to wrap the leaves around this water column. Now, normal redstone, like you see here, this stuff right here, water will wipe all this out. And if I want to, what I want to do is send this redstone right across this thing right here. If I remove that block, water will pour out of here and destroy all this. And I don't want that to happen. So I can't actually put my redstone across the circuit here. So the original idea, oh my gosh, I think it just set my repeater way down here. Oh no. I got to go. Oh my God, how far is this? My repeater got sent all the way down here. Oh, that's not good. Well, anyway, I think I probably picked it up. Maybe. I don't know. Well, this is why I don't like messing with water around redstones. There's my repeater. Okay, I've got it. So I can't run the redstone across here. And the idea was to run the leaves across there and then pick up the redstone. But the problem is I kind of need the redstone, the repeater that I just picked up. I kind of need it to be sitting right here, because there's not a lot of space where I can put that repeater elsewhere in this build without kind of snaking things around into this open space that I don't want to snake it around into. So the reason I need this repeater, we're going to come down here. So this is scaffolding. You can actually walk through it. Hi, Mr. Golem. So we're going to come down here. This, okay, so this is the bottom of the leaf circuit, comes down to here and sends a signal that gets picked up by this piston here, which kicks into this observer, which sends a signal into this piston, which kicks that block back and forth. But for some reason, the this piston does not move properly. So when you add a block and remove a block, that's going to be two actions touching this group of leaves. And I've got to move this out of the way. I've got deep slate. Okay, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so I'm going to have two actions here. So that's going to be one action. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it will send the piston off. Now, when I do the second action, when I remove it, it's going to pull this block back. And there we go. So you could hear the thing kick off. Now that block moved back. Now what this block was doing was stopping this hopper from chucking all of everything it contains. It's stopping the hopper from spitting it all out. So if I put these slime balls back in here, they're going to be spit out by that dropper down there because they're draining out of the hopper. But when this block is here, it locks the hopper so that the contents of the hopper stay in the hopper. So for some reason, every two actions, that block will move. It should move every time I take an action. So when I've already did two actions to move it back, that should move it in place. Oh, well, it didn't. Okay, when I take this off, it'll move it in place. Here, I got the block. So now that red block will be there. And now this hopper is locked. I can put the slime balls in there, and they're not going to come out. And it's not because this block is blocking the hopper. The dropper down here is not blocked. It's because this is a redstone block, and redstone, an active redstone next to a hopper will lock the hopper so the hopper doesn't work. It can receive items, but it can't spit them out or drop them into the dropper. So what fixes this problem, and I think the reason this happens is because this block is not in the right place every other time I run this circuit. But to fix that, I put in a repeater on, I think it's got to be on level 3. So I'll set a repeater to level 3 in the middle of this circuit, and then that will slow the pulse down just enough for this block here to not be spit out, and then this will work every time. So what this circuit here is called a monostable T flip-flop. And a T flip-flop is a circuit that when it is activated, it goes from an on state to an off state. So it's either always sending out a redstone signal or it's never sending out a redstone signal. Now, this block is always sending out a redstone signal, but there's nothing around it to really pick it up except for this hopper and the dropper down there. So, but anyway, the point is, I only want this to be turned off when there's a full chest on the other end of this circuit. And if the chest isn't full, then I want this piece of redstone to be over here, so this will be constantly feeding stuff into the dropper and spitting it out. And this is what this is. This is connected to my slime farm, and I'll show you that real quick. So this is my water elevator back to the surface, but as we go up, we can see the different layers of the slime farm. And the way that this works is I mined out the entire chunk and left in a couple layers. I did a little bit of design work on there, but those lights in the middle keep other hostile entities from spawning. So the only thing that will spawn in this chunk are slimes. And what they will do is they'll spawn on these layers, and then they'll see these golems over here. It'll be better if you look at them when I'm going down. It's slower. But I've got these golems over here. The slimes can see these golems. So they try to jump and attack the golems, but they fall off this edge and they land in this magma down here and they die. And when they die, they drop slime. And then I've got a hopper minecart going underneath all that magma, which picks up the slime. And then it dumps them into these chests. But as you can see, this is a lot of slime I've been collecting, and I don't want to manually lift it up to the surface. Now, actually, I could, and it wouldn't be too terribly bad to do that. It would take maybe 5, 6, 7 trips to get that much slime. But the thing is, this farm is going to keep working. So what I want to do is have one chest up at the top where I collect the slime. But the problem is, if I only have one chest collecting it, it's going to overflow very quickly. As you can see, I've got 2 chests that are full, and a lot here. And actually, this bottom chest here, I've got a bunch of full slime blocks, which means those slime blocks are made up of slime balls. So I've already condensed a bunch of these blocks into these slime balls. Now, what I want to happen is I want to collect a bunch of slime here, but I want some of it to go into this stream, this little water stream here, which will eventually, this will be an item elevator that will shoot all of the items up to the top, where I will collect them in the chest at the top. But when that chest is full, I want to send a signal all the way back down here to turn off this hopper so that it won't continue spitting out items into a full chest, because otherwise it'd just be wasted. So, and when this is, when the chest up at the top is full, then there's actual more backup reserves here. Eventually this chest will fill up, and this chest will fill up, and this chest will fill up. But as it is set up right now, all that's going to happen is this chest and this chest, and this will be a backlog here too. But it goes this chest, then this hopper, then that barrel, then that chest, then that chest, and that chest. So the only way these get filled is if this is actually if this is unlocked. You know what I want to do? I want to move these out. I want to move those out. I want to put those up here. Since this is the very end of the chest lineup, I want those full blocks up here. So it actually, if this was a brand new farm, it would take a long time actually for all of this to fill up, and for these to fill up before it would even start populating that. But because this farm's been running for a while, and I've already taken a bunch of the slime out of it and moved it up to the top manually, but I just don't want to have to keep doing that over and over and over throughout the lifetime of this build. So that's why I'm doing this, trying to automate this. So after I get this circuit working here, which when we started the stream, I was kind of in the middle of it. We'll come up here. This is the tail end of it, and then this is kind of about 3/4 or more into the build. This is where I kind of got stumped, because I need to get that redstone circuit with the I need to put that that repeater right here, but in such a way that the redstone won't break. So what I think I figured out is that I need to have a stone. I need to have this redstone here, or this granite. Hold on, before before this gets too crazy, I don't want the water going everywhere, so I'm going to do this. Oh no, now I can't get up my stairs. Okay. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to put a piece of granite there, because this is actually what I need here. So I need to be powering this piece of granite. And the way I can do that, let's get you out of the way, just in case. I probably won't have any, at this point, I don't think I'm going to have any more water issues. But we'll leave that trench there for the time being. Okay, so what I need to do is get this observer into this block here. Now the problem is this line of this line of leaves is maxed out. You can only have a line of leaves that is 6 blocks long. So, and also I'm going to have to snake it around here because this observer is going to have to go right here, and it's going to have to shoot in order to shoot the signal from this red dot into that block, that arrow needs to be pointing into that block, which means it's going to be able to only be able to observe something from this block. So I'm going to have the leaves over here, which means I've got to adjust the length of this circuit, of this leaf circuit. So it's probably going to be a short burst before it gets, so I can actually have a better circuit running into this thing, because that granite block has to be right where it is. And that is so because the only way I can get, it's the only way I can get to here. Let me put some scaffolding in. I hate the way scaffolding goes. Okay, so there. I need that there set to 3. That should fix my problem. Now, that is going to go directly into a piston, I believe. And once it goes in that piston, hold on a second. Love your content. Joining next stream with friends. Add me on Discord. Oh, that's a. Kenshi says, whatever, Minecraft. Yes, it's Minecraft. Well, by the way, I'm not only streaming on YouTube, we're also streaming on Kick at the moment. So if you're watching on Kick, thank you very much. Hey, I got 3 viewers over there. That's awesome. Thank you for watching me on Kick. That is great. Anyway, so back to the Mindstone build here. So the leaves can only be 6 blocks long before in order to detect the signal from them. So what I'm going to do is shorten this block, this section of leaves here. Make sure I've got my Silk Touch axe. And I've got to be able to get an observer up there, a piston with a block. Okay, so I'm going to have to... that's not good. Why did that go off? Oh, it's coming from that side. Okay, there we go. We turn that off. Aha, see, that's why the water is being caught by that little channel I made. Okay, so I got to get enough room to have a piston. I got to have an observer. I got to have a piston. I got to have a block of wood going into a leaf into another observer. So we got to have an observer facing. We got to have an observer facing this way because my only option is to put this piece of block here. I mean, unless I want to snake it around, but I'm trying to keep this tight. So, I mean, I could do some stuff where I snake all the stuff around to get back to there, but I don't want to do that. Okay. And then I need, this is so tricky. Counting these blocks is so, I have to be so precise. And I get very antsy about it. So I've got 10. This would be 11. Okay, so I lost a block somewhere. There should be another leaf block, unless I broke it with something else. I lost one of my leaf blocks. No. I hate that. I think I might have broken one of my leaves without my silk touch. That's the way the game's played. It's not like it's hard to replace. I just got to go back to the surface and get it. So, okay. So we can have one leaf here, 2 leaves here, and then I've got to get around that somehow. All right, so that would be 3. This is going to be tricky because of the water. I either got to deal with the water or I got to deal with the scaffolding. I think we'll deal with the scaffolding. All right, let's block off this water. There we go. Okay, before we get down. Did I catch my leaf block? No. I was hoping maybe it might have been on top of that. Okay, anyhow. All right, so this we can go up to 6. So that would be 3, but I need to step on that. 4, 5, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can have I need to have a short circuit. I mean, I don't want to short circuit it, but I need to have a short segment of this to make this work, or I can make this one shorter. So maybe losing my 5 blocks wasn't such a bad thing, but also it's going to change the length here. So I can probably steal from this. So I will have a piston here, a block. I probably need one here. Okay. All right, so this will be a piston up here, and this will be a wooden. Oh, I need a log, not a wooden block. It's got to be a log because it thinks it's a tree. And that's why the trees actually, when they connect to leaves, it sends a circuit through. That's how the leaves know not to disappear when you take out the log. If you take out the logs in a tree, that's how the leaves know that they have to deteriorate and disappear. But if you place a leaf manually, they won't disappear, but the logic is still there for leaves to be connected to trees or to logs, and that's why it sends a signal through the leaves. Okay, let's see. All right, so I can show you this piston will kick off. In fact, you know what? I want to see what I'm going to do a test. I want to see what state the bottom is at right now. So this is in the off state, and I don't want to lose this. I'm going to put this up here. So when I do this test, it should move this piston back here. All right, because I've got the repeater in there now. So if I touch a log to this, the observer is going to detect it and is going to set off the circuit, and we should be able to see that piston over there go. Yep. So we saw the piston go, and now the circuit down here at the oops, I took the wrong turn. The circuit down here at the bottom should be, this circuit should be open. So, oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. That's not good. Oh, wait, is this connected? This might not be connected all the way. that did work, right? That kicked off. Is this piston? That one should be working. Oh, it did kick this out, so that one worked. Did the one at the bottom work, though? I don't know. Okay, well, let's see what happens when I remove the block. If I remove the block, it might actually do what it's supposed to do. But it should change states. That's the thing. All right, so we go back down, and that block, go back down here. And this block should have moved. It did move. Okay. The thing is, the thing that bothers me is that it should have moved the first time. So this, if I do it here, I'm going to get the expected behavior because I don't have the redstone circuit. I don't have the repeater in the way. So I didn't expect that to move. Now what did move is this observer moved back. And I think the water isn't interfering in anything. I think that's the key. I don't want a one-tick pulse on this observer. Maybe I do have to have the redstone coming into this to slow it down. That might be the key. So it might not be that the redstone can be anywhere I want it. It might have to be going into that one. So yeah, so it kicked this out. And that was still there. And then I'll put this back here. The big redstone block. Oh no, it's stayed. So yeah, so it's moving this one, but it's not moving this. I think the redstone repeater probably needs to be leading into this, which means that circuit I was doing there up at the top needs to be down here. I think that's the answer. I thought it could go anywhere in the chain because I tested it. I thought I tested that, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, let's take this out. I want to see the state it's in before I go back up. Okay, so the hopper is unlocked, and this is here. So I think when it's here, it won't actually move that because it moves here, then sends the signal, and then the piston doesn't get the signal to push it out. So it only gets the signal when it's here. And I think the only way to adjust that is to have the redstone going directly into that. Which means my idea to cross it over here is not going to work. So this should, okay, what this should have done is move the observer back, but the redstone should still be in the same place it was before. If I can go down the steps with the ladder. So yeah, the observer is back, but it didn't move this piston. Okay, so that's what's happening. Now, when I move this block, it's going to move the observer back into place, and then it will kick the piston back into the position to lock the. Now the hopper should be locked. Okay, but anyhow, this circuit isn't working. So what I can do here is put this back to the way I had it because I can't put the redstone circuit there. All right, so I got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can put the redstone here. So I'm guessing maybe I should just keep going down here and then drag it across. behind the whole circuit? Or should I go across and do the circuit down at the bottom? Okay, I just got a text message. Okay, I gotta do some work on a meme here in a second, or on a thumbnail. Okay, so that will go into. Wait, did I do this right? Let me count. All right, so that is a piston pushing that into here, which will, and that is 6, and that comes into here. And then that. Okay. So the question is, do I want to keep going down and come across later, or do I want to? I probably should. I actually like crossing here for some reason. I'm kind of attached to doing it right here for some reason. All right, so this is in a locked state. If I don't do it up there, I gotta. If I come down here. No, I have to do it up at the top. I have to. It's. Oh, this is really tough. So this is a problem because there's going to be a lot of water right around here. This is going to be a water stream down here. This will be blocked off, so it won't be a problem. But building this will be a problem until this is blocked off. I need to have access to the backside there. Okay, I think... man, I really hate this, but I think I have to build it back there. I think I have no choice. I've got to go behind. I've got to go behind here. That's the way I got to do it. I can't get there. Water. Can I? I can't make that jump. Can I make? I guess I got to do this. Boy, you don't know how many times I've been messing around with this stuff. Once this is done, though, this will be nice. I mean, the amount of time it's taken me to build this probably isn't worth the time it's going to save me from not having to move the slime up anymore, but I'll be proud of it. It's the adventure. And then I'll have the experience from doing this if I ever want to do a similar kind of use a similar kind of circuit again in the future. Okay, and I did lose a leaf somewhere. I wonder if it got blown down here somewhere. It's probably gone by now. It's been like 5 minutes. I could have bothered looking for it. Can't believe I lost a leaf. I've been so careful with this. Okay, so we got this leaf block system coming down to here. I should be able to put the piston next to the water. Oh no, we're going to go straight down, so I can get rid of that. I can get rid of this. We're using the polished diorite as my block of choice. Let's keep coming on this side. So it's my block of choice for when I have exposed, when parts of this are exposed and I want to seal up the water. So I'm not going to fill in the whole cave, obviously. So I'm just going to be filling in. Oh, let's. No, I'm not going to need this in the future. This is just for the sake of building, because if I have to come up and down and get out in here, I can still get out to work on this. So this is going to get sealed up, though. I might leave it for getting up and down, but that will get sealed up, because now we're going to go take this circuit down here. So I need a, where's my logs? I need my logs. Okay. So I need a piston, I need a log, and then I need to dig this out. And we're going to, I think I'm, oh boy, I'm out of, I'm actually out of bamboo scaffolding. So I can take this one. Okay. All right, so that's going to be there. Shoot, I made a mistake. I should have filled this in before I jumped down the hole. Do I have any tuff? I do have tuff. All right. We'll put the tuff here and here and here. Get it out of my inventory. And then we'll do deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. Enough to get out. Okay. All right, so this goes all the way down to the bottom. So I can actually fill this back in. I don't need to come up here. Well, yeah, I don't need to come up here anymore. And it's dark. And deep slate, there we go. Okay. We'll leave you there for now. Okay, so this, I may have lost some slime if I killed anything in the slime farm. If I killed something in the slime farm, I lost it because this block is not in the right place. Let's go ahead and put it in the right place for now. That's just to keep that locked. Okay. Oh, that's, yeah, this isn't going to work. Oh. I forgot. The observer did its observing. Okay, this is a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? Great. Okay, let's see. There. That should fix the problem. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I need to mine out behind here. Okay, so the water. The water. Stupid. Okay. The water is here, which means. Hold on, I gotta think this through. Now, okay, let's just go ahead and do this. And then eventually when I'm digging down from above, I think it's either going to be that column or it's going to be this column. I'm not sure which one it is. Oh no, I was wrong. It's neither of those columns. Oh wait. Oh no, yeah, it's one of these two columns. Okay. All right, so it's pretty deep though. Did I miss it? Oh wow, I missed it by a mile. Oh crap. Oops. Okay. well, this is bad. Okay. I thought for sure I had it. I definitely goofed there. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? I'm at 28. So I'm almost to where I need to be. So which side? Oh, I went right past it. So I was right. I should have put a torch there though. Okay, so that's where the hole's going to come down. It's going to come down here. And then I need it, the back of it. Okay, so this would be the bottom of the hole. And then I got to have power. I got to power this with a repeater. I think, but I got to make a turn. Yeah, this is the problem. Oh boy. Blah, blah, blah. So I need an observer. What do I need to do? I need that set to 3 to come into here. I mean, I could put this here. If I put, well, I guess I could do what I was doing down there. This is dangerous, but I could do this. So put that there. I put the granite. I'm going to power that granite block, and then the the redstone's going to go there, but the problem is I'm using that block right now to block this off. So I think it's just getting it's so hard to walk around in here. I need to get rid of this wall. Let's see. Put that wall up there. Okay. I think I need to seal this up, which I don't want to do because I want to be able to walk in and out of it. Oh, I can from the bottom. Okay, that's good. All right, I got to seal that up. I should have done it from the bottom. That was stupid. That was real stupid. Okay. Okay, I can still get in here. It's tight, but I can get in there. Okay, now I can mess with this. Of course, I'm going to probably screw that up later. Well, I didn't realize how hungry I was. All right. I've got the volume turned way down, so I can't really hear some of the audio cues I'm used to having. All right, so let's go ahead and get this repeater here. Set that to 3. I've still got a problem. I could put the observer here. Well, where's the observer going to go? Before I had it, oh, I snaked it around into there, and then, yeah, I'm still going to have to snake it. Okay, this is probably the better way to do it. It's not as tight, but that's okay. This isn't as tight. Okay, but that's gonna break that anyway, so whatever. Okay, no more of that. So I can power that block, and if I'm powering that block, that should power this piston. Can I power that from directly from an observer? Oh, it did. Now this should work every time now. Because if I set it to this, it's not going to work every time. See, it's still off. Now that should put it into on. But this should leave it on, right? That's going to leave it on. Because what's happening, and this is why this is broken. This pulse is so short. It's a 1-tick pulse. And when a piston gets a sticky piston gets a 1-tick pulse, it pushes out a block and leaves the block out. If it's a slower pulse, then it will retract the block back in. So this observer, when it hits this piston, is always going to give this piston a 1-tick pulse. But if this piston receives a 1-tick pulse, it's going to leave the observer here sometimes. And when the observer is pulled back, it doesn't send a signal into that piston. So I need this piston to retract and pull back the observer every single time. So when I put this, set this repeater to, I'm setting it to 3. Now that slows down the pulse coming out of this observer so that this piston is no longer getting a 1-tick pulse. So it's getting at least 2 now. And at a 2-tick pulse, it pushes the observer over and retracts it, which means now every time that thing is going to flip from either being in that state or in the off state. So this should go to off. It did. And now it's on. And on means it's locking off means it's not locking that hopper. So we did it. That's the circuit. This circuit is now working. I just need to get it strung up to the, I need to get my torches back, whatever I did with those. I just need to get it strung up with the rest of the tree circuits that are all the way up there. So this has to be a spruce or some leaves. And then I can trigger this now with my logs. So there it went, and you can see that comes back. That's going to come back every single time now. Okay, it took me a long time. Believe it or not, it took me a long time to figure out why this wasn't working properly. But I did some testing before I came in here, and I figured out the timing on it. I didn't know why until I actually started messing with it in here and figured out it was because this wasn't sending the signal correctly into that. But now I've got a working circuit. I should be able to cover all this up. And then this needs to come here. So 2, 3, 4. And we'll do, let's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is okay. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should be. Now I'm not going to seal this up just yet, but I should be able to seal all this up, and it will always work. And this will be protected from any water that spills out too. So now I've just got to connect from the top the rest of these circuits. I mean, I'm actually finally getting close to finishing this. This has been a very time-consuming and frustrating build because I didn't dig everything all the way out. Darn it, I forgot. I blocked that off. So how am I getting? Did I leave my hole? I think I closed up the hole. Yes, no, I didn't. I left the hole. But this piston, this horrible piston here is going to destroy my scaffolding every time. That's okay. I need to get up there now. All right, we're out. Okay, so. Oh, I think that's just the last segment, isn't it? Because this is all hooked up. Because I went and reset that. So now. Ooh, how far is it, do you think? This is going to be really tough to do. I'm going to have to. I hope I have enough scaffolding for this. Let's see. This is going to break anyway. I should have enough scaffolding. I got 18 scaffolding. Let's go ahead and go down this side. Oh, it's not that far. Okay, we can do this. You can hear the slimes jumping around. Now, the tricky part of this. Okay, so I want this block, that block has to be empty. Oh, this is trying to get this birch log oriented correctly is going to be tricky. Yeah, didn't do it. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Can I put a scaffolding there? Can't put scaffolding on these. Let's put that there. And we can get the log the way I want it. And then we'll just cut you out. Cut you out. And then we're going to put deep slate Oh, shoot, I got to do that piston too. That was dumb. Let's do the piston. Okay, the piston's the right way. Let's go ahead and do this one here. It's the block. Okay, now this is so intricate. One, two. Okay, and then I need the observer looking down, and I hope. Let's double check. Okay, yep, that's it. Okay. Now this needs to be connected to leaves. I can go 6, 1, 2. Problem is, I don't know if this is going to connect correctly. Probably, if this is exactly 6, that would be great. If not, oh crap! I lost count. Go back to the tape. Count exactly how many I put there. So if this is less than 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 7. Oh my god! I'm gonna have to do 1, 2. Yeah, I put 2 there. I'm gonna have to shorten this up one somewhere. I'm gonna have to have a very short one in here somewhere. Maybe I could do 2 observers. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you out. Put the observer there. I'm gonna take this observer out. Put you in here. So that's 1, 2, 3. 4, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna have to make it really short. Just have an extra. All right. Darn. I really hate this. I hate that it's like such a. I'm gonna have to have an extra short one here. All right, put the observer here. Oh wait, no, that's not what goes there. We need the log here. We need the log here. Oh, come on. Don't be such a pain. There we go. You know, it doesn't really matter if it's pointed that direction. I'm just being kind of anal about it. The log can actually be facing any direction. I need to take this out because I'm putting a sticky piston here. And we're putting an observer up here. Oh, I ran out. All right. So I did some screwy things. I should have been using the cobbled deep slate instead. All right, so that's going to be taking a signal from there. 1, 2. So that's just a twofer. That should work though. Let's go check the state down below. Oh, my scaffolding broke. We'll take the water elevator down. Why can't I get out? Why can't I go up? I'm drowning. I'm drowning in 1 block of water. Okay. Okay, there we go. That won't break anymore. Did I lose all my scaffolding? I didn't. Oh, I must have lost it all. Oh, I should have just dropped down there. I would have picked it up faster. Okay, anyway, so this is the state of the circuit right now. If I go trigger it, I'm going to go up here and trigger it. What was it? Was it on or off? Shoot, I didn't get a good look at it. Okay, I think it's on. Okay, it's locked. So we've got a locked thing, and we're going to go up and check the state after I trigger it with the log. And we will do that here. So this should be unlocked. It's unlocked. And now when I remove the log, it should be locked. And we just heard the pistons move. So we'll go back down. And it is locked. Very good. So that is working. Okay, now we're going to do one more test from the top. We're going to take the actual chest, and it'll be full. And we're going to test to make sure that the full chest will actually lock. So it's locked right now. So a full chest should unlock it. And to fill it up, I don't quite have anything that's full. I'll have to put my sword and I'll put my pickaxe in there. Okay, so this is now full. That kicks off this comparator, detects a signal from this full chest and sends the signal out, which kicks off the piston here, which sends the whole string going down to the bottom, which means it was locked. Now it should be unlocked. But when the chest is full, I want it to be locked. So it just means I have the wrong state. I just have to move the block. So yes, it's unlocked, which is what I don't want when the chest is full. So we'll move this block here. Okay, so now when I take the thing out, that should unlock when I make the chest not full. And then we'll make the chest full again and then test it one more time. And I think that'll be good. Then all I have to do is worry about the water elevator, and then this build will be done. Okay, so we're going to take that out. The chest is no longer full. Let's get my sword too. I don't like leaving that in there. Okay, so the chest is no longer full. So the signal came out. That piston pulled up. And when it moved that log, it sent a signal through the entire string. So now the system should be unlocked. I can go down faster. This is a very long trip. Okay. So it is now unlocked because the chest is not full. And then if I fill it up, it will lock. Okay, we got one more thing we got to do here. Okay. So we have one more thing that has to happen. I need to put a dropper right here. And I don't, you know what? Let's go do, there's two things that need to happen. One, that water tower needs to be full. So let's go check. We're going to check this water elevator. We're going to see if we can help this kelp grow a little faster. Hopefully it's not already at the top. It could have been growing the whole time. No, it's not at the top. Wow, it really didn't grow up through here? It's been kind of stalled. I should have sparked it sooner. I might run out of kelp. So I need it to keep growing. Well, yeah, it wasn't growing for some reason from there. But the chest is unlocked. Let's lock it again just to test it. We'll lock you. I'll go back down. I don't know why the kelp wasn't growing. It should have been. Maybe it was just because of that weird pillar of water. It was like growing out in the open instead of being enclosed. Normally, it doesn't have. It should have grown like 5 or 6 pieces of kelp while I was doing all that stuff. All right, so now it's locked because the chest is full. So this circuit is now working, and I'm very excited about that. Okay. I'm going to do some filling in here. Fill that in. I'm going to fill this in, and I'm going to fill this in. I'm going to leave that there for now. Okay. Can I take? I think I cannot take this out. I'm going to try it anyway. Oh, I can't take that one out. Okay, so I'm going to have a block right here, and then I'm going to have the dropper right here, which means I'm going to have a hopper here. Let's find my dropper. And wouldn't it suck if I drowned right there? Oh no, I'm not going to be able to place this. Oh, I can't place it. I don't think I'm going to be able to build this circuit until that finishes growing. And where am I going to put? Okay, that's another question. My other question I've got is where am I going to put the circuitry to make this? I was going to run the dropper circuitry back this way, but I don't think I can now. Well, it is only too wide. I mean, maybe I could put it here. Let's see. No, this is holding back water. No, I can't because the piston will be on. It'll be right on top of the piston. I guess I could put it this way. I mean, I don't think I actually have a choice. I think I have to put it this way. The signs on me. I still have the signs. There we go. Okay, so the dropper is going to be where that sign is. Let's put that there. Oops. Okay, the dropper is going to go right here where this sign is. And then we're going to put my last comparator and I'm going to put the redstone clock is going to go right here. Now, the problem with putting this comparator down is it's probably going to blow up when I try to fix this stuff over here with the water, but we'll just do that for now. So that comparator sends a signal into this sticky piston, which is going to send, okay, that's the wrong way. This is going to be tricky. I got to get an observer into that. So I got to get an observer to there. Then I need an observer here. And then I need to be able to get out, which, oh good, I can. And so when that hopper fills up, it will send a signal when this hopper fills up, it will send a signal. When the dropper that's here fills up, it'll send a signal to that comparator, which will trigger that piston, which will push this up, start the clock, and the clock will power the dropper. And the dropper will spit all the items in there. Now, why do I need a dropper here? Because I'm going to have water coming out this way, and I'm going to have a hopper right here going into this block right here, which I don't think I can put my hopper there without breaking that sign. Yeah, it's going into, I need it to go into that block. I need a block there. That sign's not going to cut it. Which means it's going to be tricky getting this comparator into that spot. Well, anyway, I need this to be open just so I can get in and out. And I can't do anything. I can't do this. I can't do this until that finishes growing. So unfortunately, well, I guess I could go get more kelp. Let's get out of here. Oh, yeah, man, I lost a bunch of my, whole bunch of my scaffolding. This is almost done. I'm actually kind of excited. This has taken me many, many, many hours to do. It's not that the circuitry is that difficult. It's the figuring out where you're going to put it so it fits inside the builds that you've already got. All right, we're going to go get some kelp, and we're going to manually force that elevator. I like to just let the kelp grow, because then when I destroy it, then I'll have a bunch of extra kelp. But the kelp wasn't growing like it normally does. And I think it's because it was in a weird spot. Oh wait, we're going to go down from the top, on the top of the kelp. So the kelp's going to come up to here, which means I got to go down here. There's the elevator. That's the kelp elevator. So I need to go here. There's the kelp. It comes up to there. So if I destroyed the kelp right now, the item elevator would come up to here, but I still need to go it up all the way up to there. So I'm going to break that piece. Grab this water bucket. I'm going to put this here, so that'll be a solid water thingy. This is the easy part of the build. I mean, the only tricky part about it is figuring out where you want the water to go. Okay, so if I put it there, that's bad. I don't want it to go there. I need it to pour into this bucket without going anywhere else. So I was thinking I'd have the water, if I sealed this up. What block do I want to use here? Let's use stone. No. Let's use cobblestone. So if the water comes up to here, does water flow across a hopper or does it stop at a hopper? That's not good. Okay, so I guess the water can come up here and then snake around this way. And what we'll do is get rid of that. Put it there. So then we'll have the water come up this way into this hopper. Can I grab water? No. Water bucket. So the water will come up all the way up to here. Let's snake into that. And then we just need to kelp it all the way. Okay, so now the item elevator should be working. So we'll take this out. Now it should be unlocked down at the bottom. Oh, wait, I don't have the hopper done at the bottom. But it should be unlocked at the bottom. And some of that kelp got sent into it. So some of the kelp came up into here. Oh, that's nice. So the kelp will this will capture all the kelp that I don't pick up. That's nice. So let's put that there. Maybe it'll lock off. That's cool. Okay, so I'm just going to go. I could go down to the bottom and just break the kelp. Normally I break it from the top down. But I'm just going to do it quickly. So I'll pick up some of it. But whatever I don't pick up. Oh, that's why I don't like to do it. Because I got to still seal this off. So I actually don't want to finish it off just yet. I need this sealed. So I need to seal this off too. Okay, well, whatever. We don't have to worry about that just yet. Okay. Let's think about this. I don't want to do this willy-nilly. Put some cobblestone there. We'll put some polished slate here. That'll cut that off. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. So this, I'm using this stone so that in the future, if I come into this cave and I see this, that polished diorite, it's going to be an indicator that, hey, there's something important here, and don't mess with it. Well, we're going to take this out, though, too. So we got the granite up there. I misplaced that one. I'm so sloppy. Oh no, my torches. Okay. All right, so just so things don't get lost in here. Boy, this is a long elevator. This is going to be the longest water elevator I've got. I mean, it's going to be longer than that. Well, no, that one will still be the longest. So we almost got all the kelp. All right. Now, this is not a water elevator that anybody's going to... This is just going to be for items, so that nobody's going to be able to really even get access to this to go mess around with it. Cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. Let's put diorite. Okay, now... That's not good. I gotta still fill this column up right here. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of blocks. Okay, let's see. What is this one? Okay, this is actually an actual hallway for something else, so this is kind of important. All right, so we'll put diorite on. Might use glass over here. Thinking, yeah, let's use glass. Just so we can see the water vein. I should probably fall down there while the water is going. That would have been smart. Okay, and then we're going to... shit. Okay, I think what I need to do... I think I'm going to have to take the fall. I think I got to drop down that hole. I don't want to drop down that hole, but I think I need to drop down that hole. before I do that, I want to do something here. Okay, I can ride the water down the hole. Oh, wait, this hole stops. Darn it. Ow. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, well, anyway, I'm down to here now. I think the same thing here. I got to fill that hole. We'll fill. Wait a minute. Oh, shoot. How am I going to do that? Okay. I want to fill those holes from the bottom up. So let's take you down. That hole is over here. This is no good anyway. This is going to be tricky. So we got cobblestone. We got deep slit. All right, so I'm going to have to go. Now I have to go fall down that hole so I can fill it from the bottom up. Hey, more slimes. Love slimes. I'm doing this for you, slimies. Okay. I'm going to fall down this hole. Take the hit. And do I have any tough? I don't think I do. We'll leave you there. We'll go get some tough. Okay, this is deep slate. I'm going to fill that in with tough. I think I have some down here. I know I've got some around, but I'm going to use the stuff I've already got. I don't want to go mining anything new. I don't have any tough. Well, that's not good. So the only problem right now is that when slimes I think, well, wait, is this full? Yeah, that's full. Is this full? I'm not sure if stuff's being wasted or not because they're there's a good chance I've been losing slime just because this block hasn't been in the right spot. And when it is in the right spot, I see it, and when I'm not around, and if a slime came down here, it was the slime was just getting shot out. So what I really should do is move a bunch of this. Move it up to here. So that'll buy some time before this will have to fill up before that will do its thing. Okay, so that one's full. This one has to fill up. So I won't really be losing any more slime for the time being while I'm finishing up this water elevator. Okay, so I filled up that hole. I need to fill up the next hole. And the reason I don't want to break this now is because I won't be able to use this water elevator to go up and down if I break that. All right, so I will fix this. All right, I gotta fix this first. And I'm gonna be anal here. I want the tough. The only way for me to get it right now is I gotta go up to the surface. Look how fast the elevator, it moves you. It's pretty nice. All right, this is the bottom of my dripstone farm. Got to go underneath it to get down here. I think I just need a little bit of tough. I'll take that stack. I keep forgetting I have this route here. All right. Yeah, this is... So I don't spend a lot of time under the base in this area. That's why it's just so janky. But we'll go down this. This is faster. Oh, look, a big slime. He's about to die. Let's watch. Come on, Slimy. Come on. He doesn't want to get on the magma. What's wrong with him? See, there's a golem over here he should be jumping over to. Let's go look. So this golem up here, the slime should be looking at this guy right now, trying to jump over to him. For some reason, he's not getting... What's he stuck on? He's like stuck. Huh. Okay, we're gonna go kill him. Unfortunately, the only way for me to... Oh, wait, no, there's a... Yeah, the only way for me to get to him is up here. We're coming up here to go back down there. So this is the maintenance tunnels for the slime, for the slime ranch, or the slime farm. Oh boy. We're almost at the bottom, so I need to find the last torch. So I think it's all the way... I think this is it, right here. Oh, no, this is underneath. So this is underneath the slime farm. I mined it all the way down, filled it up with water, so nothing will spawn underneath there. This is the one I want. There we go. So when it turned to come after me, it got unstuck. And then you see it died, and then the hopper minecart picked up everything. I think that ledge there, I think it's able to get stuck on that ledge. I should probably replace that. I'm going to do that real quick. I mean, I put that like that for decorative reasons, but there doesn't seem to be any point to it. Okay, we're going to have to take this out. Crap. I'll put the stone there. There you go. Now, hopefully they don't get stuck on that, but they probably still can. I don't know. It won't. It shouldn't be as bad. But that thing was stuck because of those stairs. When I was building this, I would see them get stuck on that ledge too. So some of the ones jumping from the tall ones could actually get stuck there. But they usually would fall off. So yeah, the way it works is they spawn in here, they see the golem on the wall, they jump to the golem on the wall. Although if they're down here, they're supposed to see this column over here and jump to the corner. But on the other levels, they'll see the golems in those little walls, they'll jump over to it, fall in the hole, get pushed over into the magma, or they'll be in this water, they'll be trying to jump over to that golem, and they get the magma and then they die. And the circle of life is complete. Okay, this block is going to have to get sucked in. No! Okay. I need deep slate to finish this off. Put in the wrong one. There we go. Now we'll get the heck out of Dodge. We'll go back to our regularly scheduled programming. So these are the maintenance tunnels for the slime farm, and there's lots of tough and deep slate down here. It's great. I'm going to take some of this up with me. So I had to move a lot of lava working on this. This gets me to those tunnels. I think I can get to one of those areas I need to seal up from here. I mean, I know I can get to it. I just don't know exactly where I have to go. So I'm not going to go this way, though. I'm going to go back up and go back down. Oh, yeah, that gets... I think that goes to some branch mining. All right, so that's all the stone. Actually need the stone. Cobblestone. Boom, 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 boom. I think we need that. Okay. All right, back down to below. All right, I'm going to get this thing working, and then I'm going to go to bed. So I'm going up to go back down to go back up. Great planning here. I did used to have a back entrance over to the maintenance tunnels from here, but I sealed it all off. Yeah, I think this was part of it. I sealed it off though. I mean, oh no, that's access to these redstone circuit. But yeah, there used to be a path over here that I sealed off. And I don't know exactly how to break through there to get to those tunnels. Okay, so we're going back down here. Back up. Out to here, because we're going to seal this part off. tough. I went all the way up to the top 4. All right, so originally there was going to be a lot more of this here. This stuff was useless. It's useless in this version, but it's a lot better in newer versions. From what I understand, there's like a lot more tough blocks you can use, and I'm very excited to check those out. Okay, so we're going to have to do this quickly. All right, that. All right, so we have to finish cleaning this out, and then we're going to go up from here. And I wanted to use the cobbled deep slate there. Deep slate, deep slate. You got to seal this up behind me. I'm going up that hole, so. I got torches. Okay, good. And then we're going to put. So we're going to have a row of diorite right along there. All right, that's sealed off. Okay, and then we'll put cobble deep slate in here. Cobble deep slate. Let's get some food. In case I fall, I want to be at full health. All right, we'll put some polish there, and then we'll put there. Okay, that should be sealed off. Okay, and then from this point up here, we're going to go. What else do I have? I could use dirt. Should use dirt. Where am I at? I'm at 5. Okay, no more deep slate. Start using cobblestone. Okay, I'm getting tired. All right, this is starting to go. It's starting to go to plan, according to plan. There, we got that sealed up. Some stone here. We'll put some stone there, and then we're going to put the diorite here. And I need to jump up the diorite. So this doesn't get sealed off because this is a hallway that actually connects stuff. If I can go down here, and this goes to some branch mines. Okay. And then we come up here, and now we're sealed off here, but now we're in the next section. Oh. Let's keep going with the diary. Okay, so I should actually dig a way to connect this to that hallway down there. That would be smart. I'm tempted to do it too. I'm tempted to connect that hallway right now. I just don't know which direction. I think it's going this way. So which means I need to get rid of this. Guys, look how close that was. I didn't even know this. This hallway was connected, almost practically connected to this area right here. Let's do it this way. We'll put it there. We'll seal this off. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is so pointless. I just don't want to carry this stuff around with me. Why am I repairing caves that just need to be mined and forgotten about? Well, these caves are actually below my base, so one day I plan on getting down to these things and starting to do something with them. That day is not today. Cobblestone. I'm almost out of cobblestone. That's not good. Okay, so we know that we come up to here and we're at the back of this base, and I think the slime ranch is over here. Okay. Come up to there, and then we just need to fill it up with something else, which I'm almost out of cobblestone. So I guess we'll switch to stone. Well, at least I can climb my way out. Definitely mine too much trying to get down there. Okay. This should work now, though. I think the water is all sealed up. Okay, let's go get some more stone or cobblestone, whatever. I have cobblestone in here? I don't. All I have is stone. I think I'm going to burn through this stone real quick. So let's get 2 stacks. Okay, you're really tired. One stack of stone. Now for the other. My only concern is what if I filled any of those gaps? Oh, you know how impossible it's going to be to find that. Actually, let's go ahead and chop this one down. Okay. So this is my janky water elevator to actually get down to some of the branch mining. Put that one in. So I filled all that, and the reason I use diorite is so it's to tell me that, hey, this is an important build here. Don't screw with that. And I put the glass there to say, hey, see, it's water, so really don't screw with it. All right, so that should be filled the whole way, right? This is not working yet because I have not broken the seal. All right. So whatever floats up and I don't pick up will get caught by the mechanism at the top. All right, let's get some air. This is going to be so tricky. Okay, I think that's good. All right, I need to put the dropper right here. How the hell am I going to get out? I just thought of something. Okay, the dropper's going to go right here. When I break this sign, it's going to destroy that. So let's go ahead and get that right now. Now I'm going to have a hopper right here. So this will be protected from the water flowing up here, because I'll put a block right there. I just needed the scaffolding to get around it. God, I can't believe I'm so mad I lost all that scaffolding. Yeah, that's not full, so it's going to be a while. All right, I'm taking a second to look at some stuff. Okay. You gotta love Kick. Like, all the people who want to follow you on Kick seem to be just people who are doing advertisements. Like, oh, I love your stream. You should follow me. Join my Discord. I can help you get a bigger audience. Like, those are the only people on Kick, I think. Okay. I'm running out of gas. Forgetting what I need to do. Okay, so the dropper's got to go there. I need to put a hopper in here. But I need to be able to get out of that thing. So I'm just worried if I cut a hole in here, where's that water going to go? I don't think I have any redstone down there, so we're going to chop a hole here. And we're going to put some signs up. Okay, so that should be okay. So now I can get rid of this, because I can get up out of here. Okay, I need my axe. Dropper goes. No, not like that. I need the dropper here. Like that. It is a dropper, not a dispenser. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Okay, so we got the dropper. Now we got to do the hopper. Oh, no. Now we got to do the comparator. Then we'll do the hopper. So the comparator comes out of the dropper, sending a signal into the piston, into that thingy. Boy, I'm really running out of gas. And I hope this hopper, it looks like it's pointing in there. Yeah, it's pointing in there. So now, how am I going to get out of here? I guess I can take out this piston. That'll be the easiest thing to replace. Because I need to put water. I need to put deep slate here. Okay, so that's protected. Put that there. I'm going to put this back here. Take this out. Okay, and then I just thought of a I just realized something. A serious flaw in my design. Great. Serious flaw here. The water's going to flow into this. That's on the piston, so I can't put anything on top of that. What if I put this sign here? Will that maybe keep stuff from flowing? If it hits it, it should move over to the side instead of bouncing this way. And I don't have a bucket of water. That's the other flaw. Okay, we're going to get a bucket of water from here. This is going to work. I'm going to take it from here. And we're going to use kelp. I'm going to break the kelp. And then we got a bucket of water. So that sign's not going to stop the water from flowing into here. Or will it? I think it will, actually. Yeah, I was hoping it would just align it. Damn it. I mean, there's nowhere else I can send this circuit. I can't go this way because of the water. Yeah, I can't go that way. I can't go this way. Well, okay, here's what I can do. I don't like this solution. It's an expensive solution, but it will work. We can do this. This will work. And I'm out of hoppers. In fact, I could put one right here. You know, in fact, I could have just made this whole thing hoppers. I could have made this whole thing hoppers. And that would have been smart. But I don't have enough hoppers on me, so we're not doing that. Excuse me. Ugh. That snuck up on me out of nowhere. Okay. All right, so it shouldn't matter. This first hopper should pick up the stuff anyway. use those. Let's use the dirt. No, let's use the kelp. Because I don't want it to go up there anyway. So yeah, that's all. These hoppers are working. I was picking some of it up. Alright, so that's working. Yeah, it's still filling up, but I knew that was going to happen. Well, the elevator's working now. One of the signs. Why did the dropper not finish? Let's see what happens if we... Yeah, the problem is it's actually probably shooting the stuff up pretty high. Let's put some glass on it for now. Let's throw the rest of this in here. So now that dropper is full. Okay, this is something I actually don't know. Okay, so this is full, right? That's not going to push in. What happens? Will this drain? Let's do this one more test. Okay, so the thing at the bottom should be locked right now. And there's nothing stopped in the droppers or the hopper. This is locked. Let's go test it out. I think it's successful. This took a long time to do, but I think it's successful. I mean, it's not just about bringing the items up to the top. It's bringing up the items up to the top and delivering it to a specific spot. And doing it within a very... I put a constraint on myself. So when that runs... So yeah, this is locked because... Yep, this is locked like it should be. Because that is full. Now, if we put some slime in here... It's not going to go in that hopper. So if I go up to the top and move that kelp, I should start seeing slime come up. And let's see, we're going to get these ready to put in place. so paranoid that that's not working. Okay, so see, it's so tight. Like, it's not a lot of room to mess around. In fact, I should probably replace that with glass. I'm going to put a sign here, water. Put that sign there, so in the future, I'll be like, okay, you know what, I don't like that. Try it again. So, carrot, item, and then put a big V. Let's do it. Let's do this. There. I'll put up here. There we go. Now we know that's behind there. So the top is locked. We got 37 slime, which won't be more than that. So let's go test this sucker out. This is the moment of truth. I think this is all sealed up, right? Yep, that's all sealed up. Okay, moment of truth right here. We'll go up here. We're going to take the kelp out. We'll remove the kelp from this chest. And now that should be unlocked, and we should start seeing slimes coming up here. And I don't want to pick them up, so I'm going to stand back a little ways. There it is. There's the slime. Honestly, I should have put a whole block of slime in there. Why did I only get 18? I didn't pick any of it up. We got 18. That's not good. Well, part of it too is that needs to be sealed off. It's only about half. Not even half. So half of them didn't come through. Yeah, so for some reason when it comes out of this comes out of the hopper. Well, the dropper's down there. Okay. But this is going to be filled in. So let's go ahead and fill this in. Damn it. I have to get to this. Well, there goes my fix my piston. All right, so we're going to put the 37 back in here. And I think I should have a sticky piston up there. Oh, damn it. So we should have a sticky piston, and then we'll... There should be a sticky piston in the dispenser, or in the dropper, and then there should be... I should get all 37 now. So yeah, there's my sticky piston. Move that. Let's go back down. I mean, it should be done before I get down and back up. We'll just make sure nothing didn't come out right. I think it just finished, and I don't see anything down there now. Because for some reason it was spitting out of here and hitting this thing and popping over the edge. Now should be able to get all the way down there. So this is open because it's not full. So when I go up, there should be 37, and I should next. I'll test one more time with a full stack. Because I want to hopefully get down there to see it shut off. This is a good sign. This is, I think it's working. Yep, all 37 are here. I'll shut this off. We're going to test one more time with a full stack, and then we're going to seal everything off. I'm going to seal it all off. So I haven't decided I'm going to decorate this. This floor is actually going to be decorated because there's going to be, I'm putting in a piston door over here. This is my circuitry to make my dripstone farm work from one button. But the problem was it was so, this wall, I can't move this wall, unfortunately. And that wall was interfering with the piston door. If I had put that wall here, the piston door could have gone here, and then it wouldn't have interfered with this. So I had to rewire this so I could fit in the piston door. And now I still got to build the piston door. Anyway, we're going to do last test. Oh no, I can't get out. I suck. Don't fall in there. Well, that's going to be walled off, so that's going to be fine. Might leave the glass on there. Okay, let's go down. Last test. If this works, I'm going to feel pretty confident. And get all my equipment back too. And I'm going to go to bed. And I don't think there's anything else I want to do with this slime farm. Okay, we're going to put a full stack of slime in here. So when I pull the kelp out, this should go off. And okay, here, put that back. So when I put the kelp back, when I pull out the kelp, man, I'm so tired. I can't think straight. But when I pull out the kelp, this will open up. This 64 should come out. It'll fill up the chest. And then when I come back down here, when I come back down, this will be locked because it'll be full. Okay, we're pulling out the kelp. The chest will fill up. I'll come back down and that will lock. Hopefully I'll get down before it locks so we can see it lock. All right, pulling out the kelp and the slime should start coming. We're going to go down and we're going to watch it lock. And then we're going to go back up and check it, and it should show that it's locked. And then I'm going to pull out my equipment and leave that slime in there. Ooh, just some slime died. I love watching the slimes die. I do like watching this farm work. It's great. So yeah, see, it's still coming, but this is going to be sealed. I picked up some slime. Throw that in there. No, oh shit. So that's my fault. All right. I just realized I'm like all the way down at the bottom of the screen. Hey, it locked. It locked. That means it filled back up. So all of the slimes made it. We'll have a stack of 64 when we go up there. We got a stack of 64 slimes. And then we pull that out, and then it's unlocked. And I get my equipment back, which I don't like not having it on me. And I can go, okay, we're going to, let's go dump off the kelp and some stuff, free up some slots. Console, does the kelp go here? I think the kelp goes here. Where does it go there? I think it might go there. Yeah, this is all grass. This is sea stuff. So we'll put the kelp here. I mean, I did get a little bit more kelp, but not as much as I wanted. Might still need those. I've been going through a ton of that polished diorite. Got a bunch of signs. All right, we got some freed up spots. Let's go back up and store some crap that I don't need. Because we still need to fix that floor down at the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. So then here, I don't think I need any more redstone. Famous last words. Put that in here. We'll leave that little bit of slime up here. I'm going to need those for the other. Oh, I can get rid of that now. Yeah, this might have been easier if I would have just built one big shaft, did everything at one time, instead of doing it piecemeal. But as you can see, I was going through all these different caves, digging down, and I had the dealing with water is such a pain in the butt. I don't think I need the birch wood. I don't need that. I can put that away. We'll hold on to this. I'm so mad I lost all that scaffolding. I lost probably about 15 pieces of scaffolding. That's annoying. I mean, it's cheap, but it's still annoying. Okay, and yeah, probably don't need the diorite, but we're going to hold on to it. Or the granite. We'll hold on to those. Okay, so let's go drop off these leaves, which I should have done before, but I forgot. dropping off the. Oh, I forgot to drop off that redstone. That's all right. We'll hold on to those for now. All right, and we're going to go fill in the floor. So this will be opened. And I won't be going down this elevator very much anymore once this is fixed. I mean, I won't get rid of this because there'll still be extra storage down here. So if I ever run out of slime, I'll come down here and get more. But that chest up there will be full. Will always be full. And anything that overflows will back up into the system. And unfortunately, these won't get filled until this gets filled. There has to be a lot of backup for these to get filled. But this is the overflow. So all of this is about overflow. All right, so we got tough. Oh man, all I got is. Nope, I got more. Oh, all I got is deep slate. Okay. Well. I gotta remember how to put these walls back. I know those go like that. Looks like there's one more of those up here. Did I have, like, what is this step for? I don't know what this step is for. I know what those are for, and I know what that's for. What is the step for? Yeah, that door's here because this is so tight. So, yeah, but those are not what goes there. This is so annoying. Yeah, see, this is the thing. There, I actually have a design here. Oh crap! I actually have a design for this. So I want it to be like, I think I just need to put it like that, right? Yeah, that's right. That should do it. So yeah, I wanted the stripe going down because this whole stripe is gonna go all the way around. Okay, so now I need to do the floor. Fortunately, this means all this gets covered up. Let's throw some dirt. Let's throw 20 dirt in here and just see what happens. So I can't even feed. The only way I can feed the mechanism is to go into that. If I put it here, it's going to fill this chest. And won't go down there until this chest and this hopper is full. Can I have... Man, this is... Where did I put all these pieces? How did I have this set up? Why do I have so many of these? Redstone here. Okay, I think that's how I did it. And then I got these. I need to fill all this in. Okay, let's see. Let me cobblestone. Deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. This. One, two, deep slate. Okay, put that there. That still looks good. And the room suit should be finished. Honestly, I probably should have that going across, except I can't have cobblestone stairs, which is the ones right there. Which is why I don't have it on the ceiling. I don't have it on the ceiling because I don't have cobblestone stairs. So that door shuts. So you come up, say hi, Mr. Gollum, and then you come back down here. And blah blah. So there should be 20 dirt up there. Let's make sure. You know what? Let's make sure there's 40 dirt up there. So you can hear it working. So I feel like, I really do feel like I should have a workbench in here somewhere. So I can convert slime. I don't know where I should put it. A crafting table. I didn't figure out what to do with those extra stone bricks. Unless it had something to do with it being up in here. Oh yeah, it was probably up in there. Yeah, that was probably... So those are stones all the way across. I don't know where that last one went. I don't know where those steps were supposed to go. Why would I have an extra set of steps? I don't go to anything here. It's not like they wouldn't go there. Why would I? That's one thing I can think of, but why wouldn't I have stones there? Why do I have so many stones? I should have. I should have a couple extra ones, but why do I have so many? Why do I have those stone steps? I think I don't need those stone steps right here. We're gonna leave them. Okay, so this room is done. I should have a stack of 40 dirt up in that thing. And that's going to be my slime overflow. So when I come up here, we'll have a stack of 40 dirt in this chest. And if I do, all I got to do is cover up this last little bit. 40 dirt, I got it. All I got to do is cover up this last little bit. Now, I don't want to do it in stone. I'll say I don't want it. We'll do actually use glass for this. So we know that's where the water is, but I need to cover this up. So I was thinking maybe I was using stone there. I don't know where this extra stone steps came from. See how this is doing. Oh, that's doing pretty good. So this needs to be covered up. And also, this is something I should have done a long time ago. I'm going to do it now. Can I do it? No, I can't. Because of this redstone, I can't. I actually have to keep it out like I had it. Darn. Well, I'll figure out something cool to do with this. Yeah, that redstone kind of ruins the thing I wanted to do here. It's actually kind of annoying. Okay, so that's fine. Then, yeah, let's use this. Put this in here. I just really like filling it with stone if I can. You know, I had some fence posts. I might put those up there. I don't have any other fancy blocks on me. Okay, no fancy blocks. I kind of want to put those there. And let's put this piece of cobblestone down here because I just want to
get it out of my inventory, and then we'll put these like that. And then we'll put the torch back here. Actually, we're gonna go get a lamp. I'm gonna do some fancy stuff here before I get out of here. Let's see what kind of fences I have. I think I have 2, which I actually want. Oh, I got 9. Let's grab those. And let's grab one of these. Okay, that's weird that I did that. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I really should stop. But we're doing this first. Actually, this is so dumb. This is so stupid. I shouldn't do this at all. But we're going to... Oh, darn it. I have one too many. What happens if I put it there? Yeah, that would look stupid. We're not going to do that. Okay, but we're going to do this. So now I can't just skip over this wall anymore like I'm so used to. Well, I couldn't jump up it, but I could come down here and just jump. But now we're going to have to go all the way around. That's annoying. But it's annoying, but I'm going to leave it. This isn't supposed to be a practical place. This is supposed to look like it's a lived-in type of space. I mean, I know there's a lot of problems with that theory right now because there's a lot of unfinished stuff, but when you go up to the top, it doesn't feel like that at all. Okay. I'm going to go back down. I feel like I need to just leave that crafting table down here somewhere. It's probably one of the last times I'm coming down here for a long time. I mean, the only reason to come down this is to just check and make sure there's no dirt clods in here. What are you doing, buddy? He seems to be moving when I move. Some of the, like, if he gets all the way in that corner, it might be tough for him to get all the way across. Okay. Honestly, I should probably put some water on that side and push him this way. Yeah. Well, that's for another day. Oh, where can I put this thing? I kind of want to put it up there. And I think if I put it here, I can't open this chest. So guess we just leave it there. It's just so ugly. I mean, I could put it in the wall. It's just the whole room is built correctly. Do you think I could do that fence? No. I should have used mossy blocks on this column here. Well, there we go. My slime farm is complete. Finally. I mean, it was complete before, but now it's got an automatic system, which you can't really tell from looking at it from here. You can see what's going on behind there. But it's done. I've got a rework chesting system. I've got slime coming in. Well, that's not coming in. That's taken from here. So let's move some of this into there. There we go. That's full. So now the system will start working and sending slime up. And when that chest up at the top fills up, then the rest of this will start backing up. So, yay, slime farm. You are working correctly. And man, that guy's... Like, I could put water at the back wall, which would push these guys forward quicker. They wouldn't even be able to spawn back there. Yeah, whatever. I got boy. Ugh. Okay, I gotta go. I got more slime than I'm ever gonna need. Oh, this is the one last bit I gotta fix. There we go. Now I got one big ass chest. I'll take this out. And we'll go put this away, and then we're done. We are done. What an adventure. What an adventure in slime. Put this away. We'll put, oops, this goes here. This goes here. Put the tough back. Do I have a deep slate room? I do not. I have cobble deep slate room. I am overflowing in deep slate. I'm going to take that. We're going to leave the cobblestone there. Put the dirt back. I don't know where these signs go. I think I know, but I don't know. We're going to put everything away. Let's put more deep slate up here. Who cares? Okay, we're going to go back up. This is the worst way to go up, by the way. And then we're going to put this over here. My glass back. Oh. We're going to put you up away. We're going to put... Man, I don't know where this goes. Okay, we got a whole bunch of signs. I don't know what I was going to do with those cauldrons. I think I was going to try to use the dripstone into the cauldrons for something. Don't recall what. I mean, I could have used it for... I guess I could have used it for... what do you call it? guess I could have used them for a lava cauldron. We're just getting rid of, oh, got to get rid of these redstone torches. But the nice thing is, this is actually was a big problem. This was a big problem, having my server, having my quartz was being stopped. I wasn't able to, I was running out of room here because of all the slime. So now that the slime's gone, I just need to keep a little bit in here, and the rest will be in that chest, so it won't be too far away if I run through all of this. Okay, that's good. All right, we'll go do the dripstone farm. That's one thing I hate. There's so many Endermen in this area. Okay, so the dripstone farm, it still needs some work, and this will be probably the next thing I work on is finishing off the dripstone farm, which it's almost done. It just needs to be sealed up, and so it's sealed up, and I need to run the water over here to the chest system. So the next thing I'm going to actually do is work on this door, and then when that door is done, that's when I'm going to work on this chest system. But we'll get this out, because right now all of this stuff comes down to here. But man, the Enderman was busy. Okay, so that dropped everything, and I can't get around here anymore. But what happens when you press that button is these slime pistons come out and knock off the top. There's two slime, I can't really see them anymore. But there's two slime pistons that come out at the bottom, and that knocks everything out, which gets picked up by a hopper minecart, which is kicked off by that button. So it goes, and it's on a delayed circuit, so it runs long enough to pick up everything and dump it into the thing. And then everything that was in there is collected here. But I want this to run across over here into some chests. So I'm going to have to fill in most of this ceiling so to contain the water, and the water is going to come across here and drop in. But I don't think it's going to come all the way. I'm going to probably finish it off with hopper chests. And I think once this gate is built, there's not going to be a lot of room to walk through here. So I think this whole area is just going to get sealed off. I'm not going to need this glass here. I mean, it kind of sucks right now because I can't actually press the button and see what's happening anymore. Because I used to have the button right here, and you could like watch it. You could stand here and watch it in action. You press the button and watch the action happen. Now you can't see it anymore. That kind of sucks. But it's the best I could do. Because this is a very, very tight space. And I think this is going to get sealed up, which means there's going to be a door here and a narrow hallway that's going to come out here where you can press this, and then there's going to be a way out this way. But I am going to store all the dripstone over here as well. So dripstone is going to be stored over here. Well, the chests are going to be here, so you can press the button and get the stuff that you need here. but it's not going to be a lot. There's just not a lot of dripstone to be had. It's so slow, and I don't need a lot of it. If I did need a lot of it, I could go make an industrial farm somewhere. So this is just enough. And the thing is, that wall's just there for the water eventually to hold it back. But the thing is about dripstone is doing it this way doesn't get you a lot. You get more if you mine it with fortune, I believe. So this little cluster here actually returns more because I use my pickaxe with fortune on it. And this has been my very reliable old dripstone farm. And it's like funny because I don't even need it. It's just here. And like this is old too. This is like one of my first safe houses. Like I just dug into that cave and put my chest in there while I was working on everything else. And now it's just legacy, it's just kind of hanging out down there. Gotta make sure I don't cut this. But so yeah, this is manual, which yeah, it works. And I get a lot of dripstone from it because I'm using Fortune Axe. But it's manual. And I'm going to do something with this space eventually, and I won't have the water above it anymore when I change things around. So that's going to come to an end. But while it's there, I might as well use it, and I'll have this fancy thing, which I don't think is working. It's not going to yield nearly as much as that other one. There we go. So we got this here. Let's do a bunch of dripstone blocks. Yeah, it's just not doing. It's going to be very slow, but it's enough for what I need, and it works. It's automated, so that's nice. It's not very. It's not something you're going to use very often. But what does work really great is this iron farm over here. Now, I'm going to automate a lot of this too. I'm going to put an item sorter. I've got to have a dropper elevator that's going to shoot all the items up to the top. I'm going to use that to do an item sorter. And then I'm going to have a crafting table so the iron is turned into iron blocks. And look at that. This might be filled with poppies right now. So that's the one thing I don't like about this. But this thing is getting me so much iron. I can't believe how much iron this is getting me. I wasn't even going for super high yields, and this thing is just redonkulous. Look at that. And the nice thing is, since it uses hoppers, it's filled with hoppers in the back. So when it starts to overflow, gosh, I'm so tired. I shouldn't even be messing with this. But when it overflows, all those hoppers that are leading into here will still be collecting. So it doesn't really overflow for too long. That's one thing I really like about it. Like it's always feeding into here. It's great. All right, but we're gonna go get rid of all of them. Gonna get rid of all these stupid poppies. There you go. I got all these blocks. I mean, I got to take the blocks out, but when the item sorter comes, I'll have a much better sorting system, and that'll be fun. Okay, poppies in the composter. So starting to build up some bone meal in here. Most of it's coming from poppies. I think I only have 2 auto bone mealers. Yeah. I could probably use some poppies on that. And like I don't even really need it. Like in this base, I've got most everything I need except for the stuff from the end because I haven't even been to the end yet. But everything I have access to, I've got plenty of it. So I don't even really need bone meal. I don't need to be doing all this. So yeah, what would I honestly should have the poppies just go into this. It's into this. Once I sort this poppies, I should probably do it into this system here and convert the poppies to bone meal automatically. But I don't want to do that. I want to save some of the poppies. They do make a lot of bone meal though. I mean, look at that. Because it gets so backed up in those hoppers that when you start clearing this out, it takes forever for the hoppers to drain them. And I come here, and then I go. But I'm going to build a crafting table that does this automatically. I've already worked out the circuitry. I just need to upgrade to the latest version. Man, and I'm like, I don't even care about speed on this. But it does a pretty good job. And so most of this will be full. And it'll drain the poppies. Unfortunately, this is the only chest I get access to. And there they go. So I think I did most of the iron, and now it's working on the poppies. So I could go make more bone meal. God, look at this thing. This is crazy. Let's get another stack, and then I'll get the heck out of here. It's poppies all day. Poppies all day. Oh, now it's going back to. Yeah, it's going to probably alternate between poppies and iron, because there's probably all the hoppers are probably full. This chest is not enough. All right, that's it. That's it for today. I'm dumping this off. Going to go to bed. I might do this again. I'd be more entertaining if I wasn't so tired. I should have gone to bed over an hour ago. That's it. Enough of that. Poppies are in, making my composted bone meal, and the iron's done. But most importantly, we have a fully automated slime farm. That's what I wanted. That's what I have now. And oh my goodness, that was an adventure. Adventure in stupid farming, pointless farming, because that just didn't need to happen. But now I know you can do. But now I know how to lock a hopper from a long distance away with a full chest. It is cool though. I like it. Okay, that's it. We're gonna go park my guy in a safe spot, and then in the stream. There we go. Might as well sleep. I haven't slept in days in this game. Okay. There we go. Disconnect. Cancel. Quit. All right. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this later, I'm probably not the most exciting. It's the first time I've ever done. It's probably not the first time I've done, or this is the first time I've done a Minecraft stream. Gosh, I'm tired. I should have quit a while ago. But this was fun. I'm glad I got that farm done, and I'll be doing some more of this stuff later. So have a good night. If you watch this, please leave a like, and if you got advice, share it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.